Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, or rather the elephant who left the room and left the door open for violent far-right protesters to come in. Yeah, I'm talking about Republican Representative Mike Nearman. Quick recap, as you see the video here, last December, surveillance video showing Nearman opening that side door of the Oregon Capitol, and those protesters come running in, who were eventually then pushed back out by state troopers in kind of a violent scuffle. In April, Nearman was criminally charged for this with misconduct and trespassing. Then, last Friday, OPB, they dug up another video of Nearman posted a week before this video, before he opened that door, in which he said this.
We're talking about setting up Operation Hall Pass, which I don't know anything about, and if you accuse me of knowing something about it, I'll deny it, but there would be some person's cell phone, which might be not. That was just random numbers that I spewed up. That's not anybody's actual cell phone. And if you say, I'm at the west entrance during the session and text to that number there, that somebody might exit that door while you're standing there. But I don't know anything about that. I don't have anything to do with that. And if I did, I wouldn't say that I did.
So, after that came out, things started to move pretty quickly. House Speaker Tina Kotek formed a special committee to decide if Nearman should be expelled, kicked out from the House, which requires a 2/3 vote, which is a big deal, which is really hard to get. But right after that, House Republicans released a statement saying that they are on board. They all want Nearman to resign. So for once, it kind of seems like everybody is on the same page with this, right? Well, no, not exactly, because today Republicans argued against creating that new committee just for Nearman. They think that the Conduct Committee, which is already investigating him, should be enough to finish the job.
It just feels unnecessary to me. It feels hyper political in what is already a politically charged conversation, and I think it's unnecessary, and just really is making it even more political than it needs to be. I think there is room for process within the existing framework of this body and of the structure that currently exists.
The reason that this is being set up like this is because this is an egregious, almost unimaginable event that has taken place that we are continuing to respond to. I just want to be clear that this is, I hope, once in a lifetime event. This is a response to. I hope that we would never have to do anything like this again.
No, that's not the only thing causing some tension here. Representative Daniel Bonham, who you just heard from there a second ago, also brought up a series of tweets sent last night by Democrat Rep. Lisa Reynolds. She accused Republicans of staying silent about Nearman until now.
I find it offensive that Republican actions are matched by this action right here, and yet we're being held to a different standard. I find that absolutely offensive.
A different standard of letting armed protesters into the Capitol?
No. In not getting to a final judgment until evidence was on the table to showcase motive, to allow a process to take place to come to a conclusion that is informed.
That's due process.
Well, motive has been displayed. The action was displayed, motive has been displayed.
I understand, which is why all of a sudden we sent a letter yesterday and took a stand ourselves.
All right, so let's break down a little bit of what he said there, and it has to do with the person that's on your screen. So when he said Republicans are held to a different standard, what he was referring to, possibly, was the case involving this man. You remember the workplace harassment allegations against former Democratic Representative Diego Hernandez. Now, he was investigated for months, starting last year, and during all of that time, some of his fellow Democrats not only stayed quiet, but they stood by him. They stood up for him. But after the Conduct Committee found that he did, in fact, harass multiple women, that's when a bunch of members of his own party then called on to him to resign, which he did before the House could vote to expel him. But let's get back to Nearman for just a minute. That special committee will be meeting on Thursday, and they're going to be talking about expelling him. Nearman himself told Lars Larson that he thinks that he's going to be kicked out by Friday and that he hasn't said anything about resigning. So we'll keep you posted.